Hello, welcome to a movie review on Ant-Man. Uh, Hopefully, by the time you see this video, you have seen my little rant about Ant-Man on CNBC. Anyhow, I went to see the movie, and I would say that this is perhaps the biggest surprise I had with superhero movies. I went in there with very little expectation. Um, I did not watch or read any reviews, so I didn't know what to expect. The only thing that I did hear was it's a heist movie, and that got me excited because I'm a huge fan of heist movie. Ever since I was a young kid, watching movies, every time there's a heist movie, robbing banks, cracking safe, opening safe, sneaking into places, all those little things somehow fascinate me. Maybe that's my dream job. um, but because of that, I even went to see that. I saw just about every heist movie, even the bad one like Tower Heist, um, that comedy with Ben Stiller. One of my favorite one in the 80s, or actually late 80s, early 90s, was Sneakers, like in the Candy Bar Sneakers with Robert Redford. I thought that was a lot of fun. I can, maybe one of these days I will do a top 5 favorite heist movie. But anyhow, back to Ant-Man. This was the biggest surprise to me, and I rank it right up there with Iron Man as far as how I like the movie. It's a very good origin story. Um, and the best part of the movie is the light-hearted comedic moment in the movie. It's very well placed. One of my biggest complaints, if you watch my review for Thor, the sequel, was I felt that the cat character, the assistant to the scientist, was very annoying because her lines was, to me, felt very forced funny. It's wrong timing, bad timing, and it makes sense when she was trying to be funny or witty. Poorly placed humor, in my opinion. Compared to this movie, I felt that the comedic moment in this movie was very well placed and very well delivered. Okay, the cast is great from top to bottom, from the star to the supporting cast. There is nothing not to like or to complain about. And as far as the villain, I didn't have any problem with the villain. To me, it's once again back to comparing with Iron Man 1. It's pretty much an origin story, and the villain was there, but it's not the main focal point. It ties into the story, just like in Iron Man 1 you have Obadiah, um, you know, Yellow Jacket was the same way. He was a decent villain. He was a much better villain than, say, Malekith for the Thor sequel. That was a weak villain because he didn't really have a purpose compared to the Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket had a purpose, had a reason why he was doing what he wanted to do. As always, a villain is always better when he has a true purpose to what he wants to do instead of just being plain evil. Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd. I have always been a big fan of Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's sense of humor works for me. For whatever reason, I like that style of humor more than Jim Carrey kind of humor. So I'm a big fan of Paul Rudd, so I never had any issue with him being cast as Ant-Man. I was more worried that the movie's gonna be boring, but I think the special effect, how they use the ant in the movie, in the heist, was just great. So overall, I give this movie 3.5 out of 4. Fantastic job. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and that's my spoiler-free review portion. Okay, and for those that want to stick around, here go the spoiler. Um, I think the inclusion of the Falcon was very clever. I liked how they ties that in with the mentioning of the Avengers to ties in Ant-Man with um, the Marvel Universe. So I thought that was well done. I also like the backstory of Hank Pym and his wife and her death. Well, I don't think she died. I think there's more where that's coming from later as Evangelina Lilly become the Wasp. So I'm excited that at the end, even before I saw the movie, I had the hunch that they will somehow later transform Evangelina Lilly character into the Wasp, because you wouldn't cast that kind of level of actor to just have her be the daughter of Hank Pym. So like I said, everything about the movie works. Is it a perfect movie? No, but for what I saw and what I remember, I didn't really have that much complaint or things that I want to nitpick about the movie. I think the ants special effect was just awesome. I love it. I didn't think I would like it that much, to be honest. As far as the ants and all the interaction he had with them, but so big kudos for Marvel to pull it off. That's all I gotta say. I look forward to the sequel, no doubt. I would be very interested to see how they plan to use him in other movies like the Avengers. If he's gonna be a new member of the Avengers potentially down the road, who knows, right? So we'll see. We'll see how all of that, how he will fit into the MCU. Then that's it. Thank you for watching.